And we're back with some more Rimworld. And we're just doing a little bit of administration before we head on to take on the Mechhive. Namely, we're just getting Timbronia a quick death refusal, just to make sure Timbronia and Sister Vex and Quoll, who are basically the starting family, well, close to the starting family, make sure they're fully safe for this final message. I don't think they really need it, but you know what? We better safe than sorry. Also, at the same time, we have done ourselves a few rituals. One, we've done a summoning. We got a one of those monoliths showed up. We blasted it and grabbed the shard. We're trying to get our hands on a second flesh heart, and I think we'll try to montage it as quick as we can while we get our hands on one. So now we get to demonstrate why you don't build 4 ghouls. Now, or 3 ghouls, 3, 4, whatever way you want to call it. 3 or 4 is fine. Let's just start smashing our way through here. You see, the problem with having 3 or 4 ghouls is just unstoppable. Like this is an underground cave system, and we don't care. And let's just frenzy this a bit. They heal super quick. They're excellent in melee. And yeah, anything left? Done. And if they do get hungry, you just snack down on whatever's in the cave. They basically have an all-you-can-eat buffet down here. And you notice, like, oh, lots of problems with the ruler of the Huns. No problems. Let's give that about 2 minutes or so, and that will all be healed up. In the meantime, the ones that get hurt end up getting slowed down, which means they end up at the rear of the pack, which means they end up healing while someone else tanks for them. And you can basically just plow your way through these things. And they don't need to sleep. So this is just a great way of smashing through any of the difficulties. Oh, skirming sounds. Let's not go in there just yet. We don't want to kill the whatchamacallem. The whatever the nasty thing is here. We want to go and smash the place open and maybe get our hands on some Archotech things. I've been advised there's some good Archotech things in here, and I should really actually spend a little more time exploring. You can actually go over there. You can go over there. We'll split them up a bit. Ah, there's a flesh sack. What do you got for us? Bionic stomach. I mean, it's not perfect, but we'll take it. Archotech eye. Okay. I can see why this is a appealing place to go. Bionic heart. Don't need that, but we'll take it. Archotech leg? Okay, I really had forgotten how good these places were. I should be clearing these out entirely every time, just for the sheer quantity of parts. We don't really need this anymore, but... Oh, I would just like to point out that right now, they're all fully healed. Every single one of them is doing just fine. They're all good. And they've basically just massacred whatever that was. It is kind of stupendously insane how good these things are. It just makes clearing out a lot of these quest-type areas just stupendously easy. You just go, oh, I'll send in the ghouls, and they're just almost indestructible. It takes so much to kill them, and... I think it's in here is where the thingamybobby is, so we're not going in there just yet. Let's just keep clearing around. Howdy-ho, Dreadmelt. Let's go. Perfect. Frenzy. Kill them all. Yeah, they've pretty much wrecked this guy already. Like, there's some leftovers, but those leftovers are not going to last against a bunch of angry ghouls. And... done. In that case, we should probably increase the... Where is it? Ah, yes. Take the other shards and grab the bioferrite. And I think that's it. Done. As you can see here, the undercave is unstable. 8 hours, it will collapse. Now, one thing to realize, though, is it does start to collapse before the 8 hours elapse. So you'll see, like, there you go, a couple of collapsed rocks over there. But it's not perfectly safe to hang around, and it's usually a good idea to make a rapid exit. I think we've got everything we want. We've left behind some random junk, namely because I figured we don't need the extra chem fuel. 36 chem fuel, who cares? But the shards, the medicine, and all the bionics and Archotech will take them. And done. That's everything. Everyone out. And that is the joy of ghouls. They took care of that entire thing by themselves. We didn't need to send anyone. I didn't need to sleep, didn't have to worry about morale. And now we'll just have them chow down and get themselves a good snack. Meaning, this didn't even cost any food. Anomaly decided to have a bit of fun with us and give us a dark paw, a death paw, before we could get another void provocation off. Made it a little bit interesting down here with the tough spikes that corpses we had lying around, but every single one of our people are equipped with shoulder-mounted flamethrowers. So, not really much of a problem. We just set fire to all the corpses on the map, and if anything got back up again, we shot it, and then set fire to it. Anyway, let's go annoy the void some more. We would like them to send us in even more stuff. Actually, wait, no, expendable. You can get out of there. External. We want to keep external and Timbronia off of these because they're our crafters and we want them working flat out. Alright, let's do another provocation and hopefully this time we can get the flesh heart. Though I'm not holding out much hope. The odds are... Well, let's just check here. We could get a dread melt. We've already had... I've literally summoned a pit gate to hopefully cut down on the chances of this. We want a fleshmass heart. We could get... Actually, there's loads of things we can get. We'll just have to see what shows up. Nope. It's just a bunch of shamblers. Well, never mind. Let's keep moving. I think we can hold out and do 2 more void provocations before we jump on. In the meantime, there's a couple of things we could take care of. Namely, an ancient mercenaries for a unique weapon and a secret orbital stash for a unique weapon. And maybe a collection of supplies for an infant chem reactor that we could maybe use at a later date. Well, this looks fairly handy. Seems like there's a bunch of scythers hanging around this chem fuel reactor. Not chem fuel reactor. Chem fuel generator thingy that just makes chem fuel for infinitely amounts of time. Useless on the ship, but good for a stationary base. Wakey, wakey. Hey, Ancient Gaminer, how are you missing? Any health problems? No, you should be fine. I suppose they were lying down. Ooh, that reminds me, we should probably get our melee people up front. Damn, they are tanking like a champ. I suppose the rain is not helping us. Okay, this place is actually looking great. It's got a whole bunch of components, and it's even got some plasteel. We might take a minute to core this place out. Ooh, and one other quick thing. We've set the ability to accept honor from the Empire back up again. Brother Vex. We'll have Brother Vex grab that, and then they can get a little bit in with the Empire so that they can start using a throne to regenerate their psi focus. Yeah, we can take care of that real quick. Yeah, it's just across the road. Actually, we didn't have to do anything. Brother Vex's novice ceremony is available. Yeah. Except, we should build them a throne. This should give them the royalty worshipping thing, and... Actually... It's just, there's plenty of meat there. Why not? You see, right now, Brother Vex is not very good for gaining psi focus. Their meditation type is natural, which means they need, like, nature shrines and things. Painful. Not something we want to deal with. If we just get them up a level or 2 with the Empire, they won't have any extra requirements, but we can just give them a throne room and they'll be happy, or a throne in this throne room, and they'll be like, yeah, cool, we're all happy with that. Also, we should get rid of those corpses. Done. Honorable. Oop. Quest, novice title gained. Brother Vex. Dignified. Excellent. Now we can give you a meditation throne and you'll be super duper happy. Well, fun as this location was, we don't actually need to destroy the smoke spewer. We got everything we wanted out of it, so we'll leave that for the neighbors to deal with. I think those quests are a little easy right now, in terms of just you can run away from them. For dealing with these ancient mercenaries, I'm thinking we send in the Huns. 4 Huns should be able to kill them all. Or if not, I mean, we can just resurrect them. So it will be an interesting trial. Actually, we'll send in a couple of Vexes as well. Brother and sister Vex combined with a few Huns. In fact, it's technically a team of all Vexes, except for ruler of the Huns, who's the only one that's not a Vex. All the rest of them were Vexes at one point or another. So we've got Hun Sister, Hun Vex, and Hunter. So Rulers of the Huns is the only one that isn't from the exact same gene stock. Which got to be an odd feeling, I suppose, for them, but that's grand. Alright, let's see how quickly they can take this all out. Not so much how quickly, or how little damage it takes for them to butcher all of them. Oh, there's a mine. Yeah, I forgot about this. Hey, there's one. It's Mal. Is that the one we're looking for? They are. They actually have a masterwork charge rifle, tactical sights, increased accuracy at long range, custom grip, that handles recoil better, improving actually at short range, an extended barrel. So it's a long range charge rifle with improved accuracy. Yeah, that actually works. Go get them. Yeah, they're not going to be able to withstand that. Like that's too many Huns, and their head is gone. Yep, here we go. Let's get you two over here. Hey, pull back a bit. Oh my god. Okay, you can all get off the leash. Start killing. Oof. I think we need some way of flanking them or doing something. Tell you what, let's smash that wall open. Oof, hunters, pull back. You're getting smashed there. And then give me a berserk pulse. Yeah, there we go. That should cause them some problems. And give me another berserk pulse over there. Then we can let them loose on these guys. Go nuts, buddies. Have fun. You're gonna take care of those turrets. You two can pop over there. Like, I think we need to worry about doors. Like, I was hanging out indoors, which is a bad idea. Reason being is, we're actually better off being able to surround and kill people. Where do you think you're going, Wasp? You worth doing... Yeah, slow learner. Who needs the psi focus? Actually, both of you are doing pretty good. Oop, wrong one. Doesn't matter. They can get some psi focus out of actually smashing them. Even with all of that, did any of them take any serious damage? 56. Okay, Hunter took a bit of a pounding. But at 56%, they should be back up and running to full speed in about a half a day. That's sort of the joy of these guys, is they don't die. We need to get that out of there now. And we should probably smash open the walls as well, so that the room doesn't get too hot. Go smash that door. The rest of you can go kill this. Ah, there we go. Much better. What we're going to do here is smash all the things that are on fire. Like, if a table can't burn, if the table has been destroyed. Area revealed. Oh, yeah, cool. Killed a turret. It exploded and revealed a bunch of stuff. Actually, that worked out great. By smashing all the things that could go on fire. Ooh, hunter trap triggered. Like, they're just literally tanking explosions to the face, and they're fine with it. That's sort of incredible. Alright, let's just keep going. We'll clear out the last of this place, but I figured the Huns have got it. So yes, I think the Vexes, the Sister Vex and the Brother Vex, could have done this far more cleanly. While we wait for the cooldown on annoying the Void one or, like, 2 more times, we're gonna hit up some orbital stashes. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just make sure that everyone should be fine barring the prisoners, and the prisoners aren't getting out of the ship. Oh, and the animals. The animals stay inside too. The question being is, will we get an actual gun, or will we get a bow out of this piece of junk? We'll hack both the doors if you don't mind. And what are these walls like? They're fortified? Wait a minute, I don't have to take care of fortified walls. Timbronia, front and center here. You see, fortified walls are only a problem if you can't do enough damage fast enough. We can do enough damage fast enough. There you go. Doors completely open. Hey. Done. In fact, do we still need to hack open those doors? You know what? We might as well. You 3 can move a little bit to the side. We'll need your services again in a second. We'll just have Timbronia take out that mess. Hey, you want to... You can't actually kill these until they start charging at you, it seems. Or can you? Never mind. Dead. And another door opens. In fact, let's just call in the ghouls. Yeah, you know what? Having these guys as a key, really convenient. They just make an absolute mess of the walls. You don't need to worry about hacking the doors. And your hack time is effectively however long it takes for them to charge up their cannons. Right. Yeah, the Vexes can take care of that. The Hunters, easy peasy on their part. And then there's actually a bunch of doors in here they can go through. Hey, we got a masterwork of bolt action rifle, aim assistance, and a cumbersome and a tactical sight. Slower aim time, but it has a tactical sight for increased accuracy at medium and long range, and an aim assistant. So it's long. Oh my god, its accuracy is just incredibly high. So at medium and long ranges, it has aim assistance for a plus 20% accuracy and tactical sight for plus another 20%. Of course, it only starts at 90 because of its negative, but still an interesting little device. Good at. Yeah, that's actually fine. Yeah, that guy's going to explode, and it kills all. Hey, how did you not die? You know what? Doesn't make a difference. All right, we do have one last room here that needs to be open, so we'll let the Diabluses take care of that. Knock, knock. Yeah, that is super duper handy. You all need to go back over this direction. Let's see what this little thing has in. Oh, high-tech meds. Never mind. All right, let's go. The only thing we really want from here is this rifle. We'll take the gold as well, but yeah, this was kind of a dead end. Oh, we should probably mine out some areas just in case there's some hidden stuff in the rock. This should be fairly quick. We kind of want to get our hands on a bunch of those seeds, the ones that allow you to terraform land into fertile soil. The man cave needs a bit of an expansion to make it fully self-sufficient. Well, looks like that was a dead end. Oh well, unfortunate. Let's go. Next up, uranium asteroid. It's only got 3 days left in it. This one's got 29, so we'll pop over there real quick. Don't actually care about the uranium, we just want to see if it's got any seeds. We have landed very, very safely. Look at that. Well, that's a nice asteroid you got there, but we're just gonna shred it. There's no point being too subtle about this. We've got plenty of miners, plenty of power, plenty of everything. So we can just shred this really, really quickly. Like Brother Vex, Sister Vex, Cole, and... Wait, who is it? Yeah, Don't Mind the Bats. All of them will just... Or is it Don't Mention Bats? All of them can easily demolish this asteroid. And we can find out if there's any hidden goodies in the middle. Wow, there was nothing of value on this asteroid. Never mind, let's hop to another one. Where's all these seeds? We find loads of them at the start. Yeah, we'll just do another asteroid. I mean, keep hitting up the asteroids, eventually hit the right one, right? Well, that's just disappointing. Okay, time to keep moving. For our next jump, we're just going to try a regular rock. Like an asteroid that doesn't come from a quest or anything like that. Hopefully that's got something on it. While waiting for this cooldown on the strange signal so that we can get the anomaly back, maybe I should spend more time on a tile. A leathery stranger has shown up. Scald over here. We've even de-aged them a bit already, but more importantly, they come with transmute steel. Basically, they can turn steel into something else, which, if I remember, was incredibly broken. So we're going to get them to transmute this steel large nature shrine and uranium. You know what? Never mind. We'll deconstruct that. It basically allows you to turn steel into, well, sometimes gold, and that's insanely powerful. So we're going to grab a bunch of steel here and do that once every 20 hours. Okay. Here's where I've been messing up. You get this strange signal. Now, I thought this thing would appear constantly, but it seems there's some sort of cooldown on it that might be 15, 20, something days like that. So we need to stay in this location for a bunch of time, and... Actually, should it be this location, or should we find a better one? As a creepy joiner, Scald, our transmuter, was going to have a negative effect. The negative one they've got is organ decay. So their kidneys, one of their lungs, and their heart is all failing on them. That means they will die unless we can start replacing them or doing something with them. 1 second. Sister Lucy, I think we should make a few changes here. First up, we're going to need to give ourselves some space. Now, you are void touch, so what happens if we remove one of your kidneys? We actually have detoxifier kidneys we could use, but this is kind of more fun. Actually, let's grab a lung. Let's just harvest the left lung. You're void touched, which means you should heal through anything. I don't know if that affects organs, though. Your limbs will grow back. Like, this is one of the reasons we're not scooping out their eyeballs. If you normally scoop out a Yunner's eyeballs, but in this case, the eyeballs would just grow back, right? And, yeah, they're literally an infinite source of lungs. That is, yeah, their lung is literally growing back. Watch. We have another lung we can harvest. They're like an infinite organ donor. And the best bit is, since they're death resting, it multiplies their, the speed at which they recover. So, injury healing factor. They have base value of 100, plus 400 for the genetic super fast wound healing, and then multiplied by 500 because they're death resting. Also, yeah, they're void touch, so they heal like 100 hit points a day anyway. They're effectively, they could just regrow their organs super fast. Getting a heart out of them might be tricky. Like, if we remove the heart... No, we don't need that, though, do we? We have a bionic heart in storage. We picked it up in that last cave we were at, actually. Before we even encountered them, yeah, we got a bionic heart, didn't we? Yes, we did. Tell you what, you can have a bionic heart. You can have a lung as well. Installed right lung. Yeah, you can have that. We used to have detoxifier lungs, but I'm pretty sure we sold them all. Actually, no, we do have detoxifier lung. Huh. We really did not need to heart... Okay, but it was fun to find out that you can take organs from these void touch people and they just grow back. That's like an infinite organ source now. Turns out we don't have detoxifier kidneys, so we'll have to grab a couple from Sister Lucy. Yeah, and... Damn, that just heals so stupendously fast, it's ridiculous. And let's just take a second one. We need 2 kidneys, right? You can have 2 left kidneys, Scald. Ooh, yeah. No, we've got a heart. Bionic heart can do. Pretty sure we could rip a bionic heart out of Lucy. Would it grow back due to the void touched, or would they death rest and that would disable void touched? I'm not sure. I kind of want to check it, but on the same hand, I don't really want to check it. Sorry about the organ harvesting, Sister Lucy. It's just, it's the way the cookie crumbles, okay? But it's okay. You're literally better. You've provided a lung and 2 kidneys, and you're like, yeah, whatever, bro. You're going to have to try a little bit harder than that to inconvenience me. I suppose one thing we could have done is just chuck them into cold storage, pop them out, get Kugarian to use their unnatural healing on them. But I didn't want to do that because, don't mention the bats lost a finger earlier, and we kind of want to give them a little bit of unnatural healing to replace that lost finger. And there we go. And, oh, joy of joys, they got a flesh tentacle out of it as well. Lucky dog. They'd been avoiding getting a flesh tentacle for a while, so it's about time. This here looks like a better, more defensible spot to do all of our anomaly annoying. We might even put in a few walls just to make things easier on ourselves. You know, it's been a long time since we actually activated the shield. We can use it here. This is going to be some close-range combat very quickly. Ooh. Someone shoot that boomal up. Ancient Gaminer. In fact, we have marksmanship command, then shoot that boomal up. Yeah, that works. Yeah, we'll spread out the crew a little bit here. We want to make sure they aggro just about everyone. Hey. There's the chief. Look at this fancy armor. He's carrying a... Actually, we don't care. Like, he's got some pemmican. Never mind. Yeah. We kind of are the bad guys, aren't we? I mean, we go into places, take their stuff. It doesn't matter. It was slow and insidious. We never saw it coming, okay? Timbronia, you're cloud watching in the middle of a fire. You're literally lying on top of fire to... Giving them the gene for fire resistance was a good idea, but at the same time, you shouldn't lie down in the middle of a fire. That's... I don't believe I have to say that, but even with fire resistance, you still can take some fire damage. Plus, it's going to damage your armor. Like, just go cloud watch, like, over here, or something. Muppets! We're going to quickly fortify this place a little bit with a few walls, just to make it easier. We basically have to stay here and survive everything the anomaly throws at us and keep provoking them again and again until we get a flesh heart. Well, that's the theory. At the same time, Scald, are you up and about? You're cleaning dirt. Excellent. Why don't you come over here and transmute some steel? We're also going to mine out and transmute as much steel as possible to try and get our hands on some gold. Ah, fine. The last two have been uranium, so I was not very happy with that. Alright, let's... Ooh, what is that? Is that... Oh, yeah. We're probably going to take some of those chem fuel chunks and convert them as well while we have time. I may have been a bit vague on this explanation, but this strange signal is basically the entire anomaly questline. It brings up the monolith, which will now appear somewhere on the map. Ooh, 1 second. Skull, can I transmute steel again? I'd like you to transmute that. They created a lot of gold. This is just a very good way to make lots and lots of gold very quickly. And monolith arrived. Where'd you go? There we go. Perfect. Now that the monolith is here, we can start our little ritual. Pretty sure that's the highest you can get without doing some religious shenaniganry. We could actually maybe go for some better void sculptures. If we could get one legendary, it might put us just a little bit over the top. But we'll worry about that another day. For now, let's just get on with annoying the void and hoping a fleshmass heart shows up. Well, unfortunately, it's a pit gate. Not what we were hoping for, but that's fine. We can do another provocation in 4.8 days. So we should probably get ready to kill all the things coming out of that. Yeah, we got a few hours. We'll send over the whole team in a bit. We have a few hours to prepare for this emergence. Let's dig ourselves a trench. Wait a minute. What am I doing? This is silly. Sister Vex, why don't you just mine it? That would probably make a lot more sense if we just did it that way. You know, just simpler. Yeah, Brother Vex, you can get in on top of that as well. Yeah, this is actually way faster. The shooting was a waste of time. It's okay. Actually, how many are we going to need? How big are we going to need this? I think that looks pretty cozy. That gets everyone in there. Okay, maybe we should have left a couple of tiles in there in the corners, but you know what? This all works out fine. How long? 0.7 hours, and yeah, Ancient Gammater's range is long enough to aggro them immediately, and since we've got walls around the place, we should be able to lure them over here and then just butcher them up. And we've even got extra walls through here, so that should hold them off for even longer. Bring it on. Time for an emergence. There we go. Now, you know what? Ancient Gammater, where are you? Give me a marksmanship command. And then what I want you to do is... yeah, target the big uns. Thing is, the more of these, the bigger they are, the smaller they become as they go, the less hassle we're going to have. So just like pop them. Pop those big balloons. Yeah, yeah. The team is just ridiculous at this point. We're not even using any of the sidecast abilities. This is just pure raw firepower. Okay, on a front line of ghouls with double healing. And Sister Vex continues to say creepy things. Yeah. Easy peasy. Well then, everyone back to work, I suppose. Also, I suppose we could chop up those bodies for even more chem fuel. How much chem fuel do we got? We don't even need any more chem fuel. Alright, we just then wait 4.4 days, convert a bunch of steel, hopefully to gold, and yeah, wait for another attempt at annoying the void. We're just about ready for another void provocation. We took care of the hole over there. We just sent down the ghouls, they smashed everything. Far too easy. But there's a heat wave going on. It's 53°C outside. Yeah, I had to deal with 36-degree heat recently. I almost melted. I'm trying to imagine 54. Like, that's death. How are these guys doing in here? Any of you getting heat stroke? That's fine. It's like 20 in there. We've got those, where is it? Wooden heaters? Yeah, those things. Wooden passive coolers. We haven't actually upgraded to electric coolers anywhere because, well, it hasn't been necessary. Plus, if it gets too bad enough on a map, you just move. You ready? Come on. Psychic ritual area is obstructed. Damn it. Okay, we'll provoke the void again. Hopefully we'll get the flesh heart, but there's a lot of things we can potentially roll. In the meantime, we're collecting a lot of gold. We're going to bling up the ship before we move on to the final. Okay, this is good. This is good. I remember this. Okay, we need to wall it in. We need to get people over there quickly. Now, we can put in a few graves. We might have to chop down a harbor tree, but how do we wall in around the edges? We're going to need to chop down some wood as well. Maybe put in a few wooden walls. Like, I want to seal this thing in just, like, incredibly hard to start, and then we can give it an area to run free and play with after that. It's just if we have to... the smaller an area we wall it into, the easier it is to manage and maintain. Give me a minute. So, we have 4 pawns on their way over here right now. In fact, Brother Vex, we would like you to stop right there, if you wouldn't mind. Let's get Glue Monkey and Timbrodia a little bit of a boost. Yeah. Mr. Vex, you might as well give a hand as well. Yeah, we need them over there quickly. The faster we can get them over there, the better. We can seal this thing in real tight. We can save ourselves a massive headache. Okay, close the door behind you. Perfect. Come on, all of you. Now, we want all these trees chopped down. Sister Vex, you wouldn't mind? Why can't we chop that? Prevent cutting? Nope. It's gotta go. Now, one thing we'd like to do is we want to make sure no one comes along to interfere with this. What we're going to do is we're going to lock everyone in. We could use zones or something like that, but generally it's just easier to block off some doors later on. You can remove all the restrictions pretty quick, usually with a few clicks. And that way, no one's able to get in or out or mess with this. Okay, go. 1 hour to the emergence. We do not have time to be faffing about. Okay, miscellaneous. Give me graves. So we can put a grave there. Oh, actually, we're going to need a bunch of people to help out what happens next. Get all the ghouls over here. Right, okay. We've got that sorted. Now, I don't know if wooden walls will work. We're going to give it a go. Whew. Okay, Timbrodia. Veriti's working on that. Glue Monkey. Cannot work on grave. Yeah, already reserved. That's grand. Go. We want this to be as quick as possible. Damn, that's fast. What are you doing? Holding wood to wooden wall. Yeah, that's fine. Grave. Okay. This should be fine. We just need you to... No. Come on. Time to be running out. Alright, let's double wall this. Just in case. I mean, it can't hurt. Now, we can't put graves on top of this rough granite. That's why we're doing it this way. But this should work out. But give me a few more trees. Okay, this is... Yeah, perfect. Everyone fall back. Open the doors. Bring out the ghouls. In fact, we're going to need a few more team members. In fact, let's just bring them all out. Why not? A lot of you get out of here. There's going to be a spam that comes out of this at the start. We'll kill all of that, and then we'll have to figure out where we're going to let the heart roam. Give it some space to actually grow a bit so we can get the tumors on it. Oh! So there is limits. Well, in that case, we're going to have to seal it in. Hey, already a nerve bundle. We need to get 3 nerve bundles out of this thing. Oh, and they've also got a fleshmass spitter already. That was pretty fast. Yeah, fleshmass response, whatever. Would you just stop growing for like 2 seconds? Just like 2 seconds. Stop growing, would you? Fine, let the ghouls have their fun. Oh god, there's a ghoul trapped over there. They're not having a good time. Alright, I think we finally did it. We sealed it. So, actually, no. It's still somehow magically crossing this divide. Okay. Huh. So all we have to do is maybe wall it in just a little bit more. Alright, I think we're good. We're gonna seal this area in and that will be it. I'll have to come back and make some adjustments in a bit, but I think we've managed to contain it. Without only... okay, a bunch of people got a few scratches. That's okay, they're fast healers. Oh, we've already got one neural lump from this thing, so... 1 of 3. Perfect. That means all we got to do is give it a 3-tile wide area to spawn some more. Yeah, so let's say take out all of these graves, which means we're going to need a bunch of walls. And we have lots of steel, don't we? Actually, we have lots of uranium as well. Okay, that seems to be working. And we'll get rid of those two as well. Come on. And what should happen is it should fill in this area, and because it's got 3 tiles wide of an area, it should be able to fill in nerve bundles and the odd turret. You still growing? Collecting biomass for next growth spurt. Alright, so next time it grows, it should spawn a flesh module in here, and we can harvest it. And because it won't be too deep inside it, we'll be able to just smash it from the outside, grab what we need, and then get out again immediately. It should make the controlling of this that much handier. These things are fun. In their own particular way. Assuming you jump on top of them really quickly, and you have a few, well, ghouls to soak all the stuff, because ghouls are just the perfect counter to these. Hey, there we go. Let's grow in a nerve bundle. Now, let's go get some ghouls out here. And we'll also grab Sister Vex. They can do the studying. Then they're going to go down for a dirt nap. They're just about ready. Brother Vex can then take over from them. Let's not scratch your armor. That stuff's expensive. We'll have the ghouls do all the tanking if at all possible. First off, let's kill this fleshmass spitter thing. I don't want it. Actually, 2 tiles tile wide probably would have been fine. Oh! Ow! Okay, tell you what. That's enough. That's enough. Stop smashing it. We don't want a response. Done. And analyze the neural lump. That's 2 out of 3. And then everyone can go back to work. Oh, come on now. Oh, Blue Monkey started a fight with Scald. Oh. Where's Scald? Please tell me they're still alive. Hey! Didn't even get that badly hurt. We should really give them a gene pack. Who cares? No. There's a Mechanitor layer has just shown up. Like, we would have been waiting for one of those for ages, and now finally we got another one, and we're just about to finish. Okay, well, we'll get it real quick, but your timing is terrible. Oh, and would you look at that? Another nerve bundle. Another one of those flesh mass spitters. And we'll call in the clearance team. We'll send out Sister Vex once the coast is clear. Okay, analysis complete. We got our third... Nope. Can it reach it? That's fine. Just hack away at the wall for a little bit. And now, induce tachycardia. Nice. That'll solve the problem, and then we can store it up inside. We've been waiting a long time to get our hands on a second one of these. Excellent. So a long time ago, we made a gene pack. The gene pack was supposed to go on one of our colonists, but it didn't work. For some reason, the calculator we used didn't figure out the metabolism correctly, and it wasn't going to work on them. However, this one here, this one we can implant into Scald, the newest member. 125%, like a small little multiplier to the metabolism, will give him a nuclear stomach. Perfect. The reason I'm looking into this now is, well, they keep getting into social fights, which is why they're currently bruised. Before we head up to space to take care of these Muppets for good, I thought we'd do a quick raid to wipe out some tribals. Basically because, well, we haven't killed anything in a while when it comes to the raiding. But it seems raiding the mining settlements doesn't count. We actually have to go wipe out a settlement now. Ooh, what have you got on you? He looks kind of leadery with that armor on. Yeah, Rhino Revenge, whatever. We've got a bunch of... That was entirely predictable. Let's see if they've got any good chairs. This village has 41 dining chairs. Absolute legends. And two of them are excellent. They're now our dining chairs. Hippity hoppity, you are now our property, I believe is the correct term for that. So, done. We're also going to put in an extra table down here. Why not? And then we should be good to head out. We've actually got an extra chair. For some reason. It's just... we've got enough good ones. There's plenty of good chairs around the place. Excellent is the one we were really struggling for, but we finally actually filled up this entire room here, and this area down here also has nothing but excellent chairs. We should go around just raiding random villages for chairs in the future. We are almost ready to go into space. There is just one last teensy-weensy thing we gotta do. There we go. Excellent. Have we got everything? You know what? No one out there anymore. Everyone back inside. Where are you going? No. You don't want that twisted meat, buddy. Trust me. That twisted meat is more trouble than it's worth. Now, how's this one over here doing? Nice. Double down. Okay, good. I think it's time we left. Actually, yeah, leaving. Good idea. 1 second. Everyone, prepare for launch. Quick. Get on there. Okay. View orbit. And there's the Mechhive, but I think we're going to pop over to this asteroid real quick. Maybe it'll become clearer when we get to the asteroid why we're doing this, but yes, it turns out we're just going to take the flesh hearts with us and leave the walls behind. That is excellent. Now, we will have to somehow figure out how to tame those walls, as in get all the nerve bundles so that we can destroy them later on. But first, there should be... fine. Yeah, right there. Ah! That guy spawned inside. Okay, I hadn't thought about that, but, you know, probably seems obvious now. Hun, take care of that, would you? Alright, that's mildly frustrating. It's okay. It's okay. Oh! Guys! Stop destroying the place. We have limited supplies of wood once we go into space. Okay. Ooh, 1 second. What the hell? Alright, not my smartest plan, it would appear. Maybe I should have mounted it elsewhere. Oof. Okay, the plan here, though... oh, God. The plan here is that these flesh walls should go around the outside of the ship. This is turning out to be rather expensive, though. Oh my God, the walls are... they're growing everywhere. Okay. Listen, what I wanted to do was convince them to wall in around the entire outside of the ship and then go to where we're going. The problem we're running into is the moment they spawn anything, it hops immediately over the walls because there's nowhere out here to spawn. I think we need to go now. We can't wait. No more waiting. Well, 7 hours actually. We gotta wait 7 hours. Damn it! Okay, 7 hours from now, then we go. Oh, look! They can't handle the vacuum. The vacuum's actually killing them all. I just saw one of those giant flesh bob things just collapse. Yeah. So the vacuum kills them. Ugh. No wonder they want to jump into the ship. Okay. How much time we got left on this? Another 5 hours. That's fine. It's fine. We got this. And they've stopped sort of jumping in, and I think we've stabilized. How are we looking? We've got a decent amount of steel, plasteel, enough wood, uranium. Yeah. In fact, I think we're good to go. And we even get a bunch more chem fuel out of this. Not that we need it. We're up to, how much chem fuel now? We got 6,000 chem fuel and another 3,000 in storage. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good on the chem fuel front. All right. We'll wait until this, oh my God, that asteroid is now looking... like, the thing is, there's no real way for that thing to connect over, so somehow it's jumping the gap. I have no idea how it's doing that, but who cares? I would like to point out we have been here less than 8 hours. That's terrifying. I'm gonna put this down as Sister Vex's plan. After being touched by the void, he was like, hey, I got an idea. How about we use the void? Sorry, just 1 second. That is... And we've got... Actually, that wall is still... Let the wall expand a bit more, maybe. We've almost walled in the back. We couldn't quite go the whole way. Reason being is, well, we don't have any space here to put in the back wall. But I was hoping the wall would go the whole way around just to protect us. That way, when we land with the Mechhive, we have a full surround, so to speak. Okay, just a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. That's just about perfect. Oh, we have all of these plasteel barricades over here to make sure that they can't break in. Make sure they're added to the home zone as well. Good idea. And we also have some plasteel barricades here, so when the time comes, we can pop out and induce tachycardia in the hearts. Just it makes sure we have options in case these things get out of control. When you're strapping to, you know, anomalous abominations to the side of your ship, you should probably take a few precautions. Just a couple of minor ones is good. How's the asteroid looking? Yeah, I don't think there's any creams they make that's going to help you with that. That is, that looks unfortunate. Do you imagine 4 flesh hearts? Oh, I really would have loved to, like, get 4 of them and strap them to the ship. 1 is, like, okay, 2 is great, but imagine 4. This whole place would already be covered. It would just be a flesh mass already. Hey, are you done? Come on, there's nowhere else to grow. Collecting biomass for next growth spurt. You know what? Too long. Too long, I'm telling you. It's time to go. We are going to get out of here. Now, Mechhive. Requires signal jammer. Oh, that's okay. We can make one. 200 steel, 80 gravelite, 4 advanced components, 1 grav core. Yeah, we got all of those around it. Damn it. Why did I never leave enough space? Alright, we'll stick it in the corner there. It'll be grand. How much wood we got still? I gotta keep an eye on that. That's what powers our coolers, but I suppose now that we're in space, we don't really have to worry about that. In fact, yeah, turn off the coolers. What am I thinking? In space, it's the heater you actually require, not the cooling. Okay, finally. It does take a grav core to build those. That's what slows you down, it seems, in getting to the end. But we lazed about a bit. We took our time. And dear God, that's beautiful. Look what it's done to this asteroid in, what, a couple of days? Day and a half? I'm not even sure at this point. Let's see what it can do to a Mechhive. Alright, Mechhive, here we come. I'm curious to see. Mechs versus fleshmass. Which one will win? I figure we land on the edge of the map so that... Actually, yeah, we'll just have the fleshmass connected via a... Oop, just a... Oop, landing zone. What? Oh. How about... Oh, come on! I think they anticipated this plan to an extent. Maybe not exactly, but they definitely anticipated... How do we... Right, this might take... Ooh. That seems like an idea. We could squeeze in right there. Means the rear of the ship is off the map. Just the front of the ship would be exposed. Let me think about this for a second. Oh, I think I found the core issue. There's the Cerebrex core. That's what we gotta get. Stabilizers remaining. There's stabilizers on this thing, which, they're in these buildings somewhere. Fine, so we have to raid the buildings. Okay, I think this is actually our best bet. Protects the butt of the ship. We still have a way in and out at the start. I would have preferred if we had like an air gap between here and other places like the vacuum of space to protect us. But unfortunately, I love that the thing's just surrounded in flesh mass already. We've effectively built our ship out of flesh mass walls. And it immediately starts spawning out stuff. Excellent. Oh! Whoa. Get it? No. Ooh. We've never made Brother Vex a shield belt. We should queue one of those up. We'll have to do a little bit of cleanup around here from all the bugs that spawn, but that's fine. Once the initial spawning wave goes down, the flesh mass wall should start expanding, and what I wanted to do is expand around here. Once it's sealed us in, and nothing can get in and out. Actually, yeah, maybe. We'll close that door real quick if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, there we go. Damn it. Stop killing all the prisoners and stuff. We need those blood bags. It's okay, it's okay. They're only prisoners. We can fix them. We can fix the prisoners. It's grand. Yeah, you can go back to work. It's a little bit of a mess to start, but we are doing some wonky stuff, so to be expected. How you doing back there, guys? Ooh, actually, give me a roof. In fact, give me a massive roof. Roof the whole place in. Except for maybe the solar panels. And, ooh. Right, we do want the long-range mineral scanner to work. What the hell happened to... How the... What? That makes no sense. So basically, these things show up and then immediately start dying from hypothermia and vacuum exposure because they're not supposed to be in space. Yeah, sounds completely normal. Just give me 1 second here. There's one thing I want to arrange. How? How does it just magically growing over there? I think you're not supposed to do this somehow because the game does not seem to know how to handle these things in space. It's fine. It's fine. Are you finished? Yes. Excellent. Then give us a ship reactor. We can... What? Why can't we shut... Oh, wait. There's still a vacuum piece there. 1 second. There we go. So now we can stick down a ship reactor back here. Then we can activate it, which will start the mission countdown for it. Unfortunately, we can't get the Royal Ascent quest in space as far as I'm aware, so we can't do that as well. But I figure we'll let the fleshmass heart grow out a bit more, wall us in completely, then activate the ship engine, and see what happens. It's gotta be... I mean, think about it. The enemies will land down, we'll be walled in by a wall of flesh. Will they attack the wall of flesh? Will the fleshmass wall respond to them? I don't know, but I want to find out. Plus, maybe they'll attack the mechs that are here, or maybe even more mechs will arrive. Oh, and mortars don't work up here. So you can't use mortars in space. They cannot function in orbit. You need gravity for the mortar shells to fall down, I presume, or whatever. Maybe it's a balancing issue. I have no idea. All I know is, ooh, actually, we should have a few creatures around here that we can scrap up. Why are you guys not automatically getting sent over? Is that not in the home zone? Should be. It is. You know what? It is now. Well, this did not work out at all like I thought it would. Like, I was really expecting the fleshmass here to immediately seal us in. So I think the plan will be wait a little bit to activate the ship reactor. Yeah, we can start the ship and cause the trigger the massive raid swarm. But I say we wait until it's walled us in a bit more. We want to be well. Whoa, where are you going? Can you do it? Hey! That is kind of risky. Okay, we're going to seal in the doors now. No one's allowed in or out. We're going to let these things crush everything. Like this, I did not see this coming. Like, this thing spawning randomly all across the map makes no sense. It's like there's a hole here, and this hole is actually connected to, say, like this or something, or I'm not sure, but it feels like this is actually expanding into this hole, which is expanding over there. So I don't know what that guy's doing then. You know what? Does it make a difference? For now, though, I am out of time. I really should have had this started earlier. It's just I really wanted to get that second flesh heart just for the extra oomph. And I was seeing if we could get the Royal Ascent quest to work up here, which, no, not possible. Oh, and we have been slowly converting our floors to gold. Strategically, this has no use, but it adds a little bit of bling to the ship, don't you think? Also, how are you looking? Yeah, transmute steel. We also brought up a bunch of extra steel so that we can keep doing this in space. Hey, even more gold. So, more gold flooring for all. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. Next up will be just wall this in a little bit more with some more flesh mass, activate the ship reactor, and then sort of enjoy the show. Unless they all land on top of us and start killing us. You know what? We'll find out then. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.